Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we're checking out the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Weissach package version. Alright, we're going to talk about the fastest way to drive it, so the best shift pattern. I'm going to show you guys how to tune it, and then we're going to do a little review on this car. So first off, let's go ahead and do some test runs and see what this car can do. I've got a bunch of stage 6 parts. I installed all the green and all the blue fusions. I didn't install a bunch of the pinks because I figure, you know what? Pink parts are harder to come by. So we got a 9.242 on the dyno. So let's go do some test runs and see if we can beat that dyno time. And I'll show you how to drive it and we'll see if it beats the dyno. Unfortunately, you're going to have a hard time beating dyno on this car, so it may not be great at live racing, but we will take it and try it out. So to drive this guy, you're going to let go of the gas right about number 1. You want to try and get around a perfect start, at least really close to it, okay? All good shifts and nitrous on second. That's really all there is to it. You want to try and get all good shifts and nitrous in second. If you find yourself burying the needle when you're going from first gear to second gear, it's okay to shift a little bit early. That's better than shifting late and burying the needle. But let's give this one a go. 3, 2, 1, let go. Second nitrous, third, fourth. And my shifts were just a little bit off. Now I noticed I'm running out of nitrous before I cross the finish line, so I might actually want to adjust my nitrous a little differently. All right, I think you want the nitrous to be going the entire time. There we got a 9.240, and this car does a 9.242. So we basically beat our dyno time by next to nothing. But that's really all there is to this car. Let's go ahead and do one more run on this. I could adjust this 54, 53. Now the nitrous, oh wait, it's coming back up. So this car, the nitrous is a little bit weird. 55. Let's try it right there. Let's do another test run there. Well, I'll show you how I tuned this car in just a minute. Okay, that's going to be the next thing. And then we're going to do a little review on it. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Oh, third, fourth. And I kind of screwed that one up. I did way better on the first one, guys. So it lost nitrous there as well. It must just be the fact that I didn't install all the pink parts into the nitrous and stuff like that. So anyways, they're at a 9.252. Even though I screwed it up, it really wasn't that bad. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get into the tuning of this car. We're actually going to tune this one live, and I'm going to show you my tuning method and how I do it, okay? That should get you the best possible time without a whole bunch of tweaking and stuff. It's just a real quick way to get a really good tune. Alright, so we're going to start tuning this car. So what I always do is I tune one part first, see how many Evo it gets, reset it, tune the next part, see how many Evo it gets, reset it, and tune the last part and see how many Evo it gets. And then I tune them from highest to lowest. So the first thing I do is the nitrous. Let's pull the nitrous up, and we're going to watch these Evo points. And we want to get those as high as possible. All right, 10.7. Nope, they're going down. So we're around like 10. We're just going to roughly say this one does about 1080. Okay, 1083. Let's reset this. Now we're going to do the final drive. I'm going to guess it probably goes this way. All right, that's going up. So we see that this is definitely giving out more Evo than the nitrous did. So 12, 13, 14. This is going way up. Oh wow, check that out. So that went back down. So we're gonna do what? We got 1267, 1270, 80. All right. So about 1280 on the final drive, and on the tires. All right, that's going up. Which one's going to give us the most? It looks like the transmission on this car is giving me the most, right? 11. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and reset this. So we're going to tune the transmission first. So let's find the highest amount of Evo on this car. 1232, 1240. That's 1250, 1279. Nope, that went down. So let's get the very highest, right? We're almost there, almost there. 76, 81, 82, 83. Oh, all right, so there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and tune the tires. Let's go ahead and tune the tires next. So we're gonna pull this down until we hit the highest Evo points possible. And this should give us the best general tune without doing a whole bunch of crazy tweaking. 1319, 1321, 23. All right, now we're going to do the nitrous. And as you change parts on your car, this always changes your tune. So you can't copy somebody else's tune unless your parts match theirs exactly, or your car is probably going to run like crap. But I am showing you my method of tuning. So if you tune the car using this method, you should get a really awesome tune on your car. All right, so there it is. Now I could go back and tweak this a little bit more, but this is actually probably good. So we got a 9.242 on the dyno with 1,355 Evo points, and we got a 4 golden star car. So that's my advice on tuning this guy. All right, so now we can go do a little review or something. All right, so we're going to do a little review on this car now, and then we're going to take it into live racing and see how it does. So first off, 4 golden stars, 1,356 Evo. That is excellent. Only problem is this car really doesn't beat dyno time. If you do beat dyno time, it's going to be by next to nothing. So there's a lot of races out there on the map that do require your car to beat the dyno time if you want to get anywhere. So for the supply cups, this is currently a Prestige Cup car of the season that I'm making this video. For the supply cups, I would try to use a different Porsche or try to figure out a tune that will beat the dyno time, because you're going to have a hard time with the supply cups on this car. Live racing, unfortunately, this is probably going to get stomped on live racing. We will take it in and find out in just a minute, but I do not expect it to do well for live at all. Now, it does have high Evo and good stars, so if you're swapping with somebody where you trade wins, when you do get a win with this car, it is going to make nice respect points. This car is capable of doing a 8.119, completely maxed out. I believe that is the current world record on this car. It'll do 279 some miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 0.4, 0 to 100 in 1.0. So this car technically does pretty well, but an 8.1, that's not super fast. It should, if you max it out or get it close to maxed out, I mean, this should be a Tempest beating car. Okay, this car should make it through Tempest. It's got the top speed, barely has the top speed, actually barely hits the top speed. It's got the sprint races. It's going to be fast enough to beat the bosses. All right, pretty cool car overall. Only problem is it really doesn't beat dynos. I wouldn't upgrade this car unless you really needed it for an event or something like that. Leave it set until you need it. I need it for the Prestige Cup, so that's why I upgraded it. All right, let's go live race it and see if it can win some live races. My guess is no, it can't, but we're gonna find out. All right, so let's see if this thing does well for live racing. I just had to change lobbies. The last lobby I was in, everybody was slowing down and letting me win. I think people were recognizing me, but some guys would just fly by me and then they would slow down right before the finish line and give me the win. But I don't expect this car to be wonderful for live racing because it doesn't really beat dyno. So far, I mean, it does seem like it's okay, but nothing special. The majority of the cars should just kind of beat me pretty much like that. This is what I expect to see happening on the majority of the live races on this car. Now, I've got enough live races in that the game has adjusted my time and says, all right, this is what this car runs, and it should have placed me in the proper lobby. Now, when you very first get a car and you go into live racing for the first time, the game's a little iffy as to what lobby you should be on. So after you do 5 or 10 live races, it usually changes you into a lobby where it thinks your car should actually be, and currently we are in that lobby, so at least that's a good thing. All right, at least that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and try and race this Skyline. All right, these Skylines are actually pretty decent at live, so let's try this one out. We'll probably do a good 3 or 4 live races just to see how many we win or lose, but bottom line though, this car should do decent, but nothing special for live. 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Come on, buddy. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And I expect to lose here. Ooh, we won. Okay. Surprisingly though, this car has been winning a lot of live races. I know some of these guys actually were slowing down and letting me win, but this isn't the best live racing car, but so far it seems actually halfway decent. All right, it's beating a lot of cars that I haven't expected it to beat. Now the really high-end live cars, it doesn't stand a chance. The really high-end cars just blow by it. But a lot of the other cars that are just kind of like so-so. All right, here's this person again. Now, I don't know what's going on with this. Is one of those, I was racing him earlier and he kept slowing down. He kept slowing down at the finish line. I don't know. Let's see what happens this time. 3, 2, 1, go. That time I shifted into second at the wrong time, but he should just fly past me and win, right? There he goes. He got it that time. Cool, cool. I lose. Perfect, perfect. That's what I expect to happen. But honestly, this car is halfway decent, to tell you the truth. This car is not that bad. It's not one of the best, but it's a halfway decent live racer, okay? Much better than I expected, but it would not be my top choice to bring in the live racing. I'll tell you that right now. All right, we're going to take on the Avantra. This should be a pretty interesting race. This should be pretty interesting. Let's see who wins this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Shifted into second way too early again, guys. And he's going to get me, I think. Oh, yeah, I think he got me. That was close. That was close. So, 18.2, 8.2. If I wouldn't have screwed up my shift into second, I might have actually won that by a teeny tiny bit. So, I don't know, guys. This might be a pretty deep... From what I'm seeing, I can't guarantee it. I would have expected this car to get destroyed, but it seems to be doing okay, to my surprise. So, if you have this one, you might want to try it out in live and see how it does for you. So we're going to go ahead and race this Supra. The Supras tend to be really good at live racing on a fresh tune until they get pushed. So let's see what happens here. Lime green Supra, here we go. All right. All right, all right. Wow, I won by a lot. Surprising. Let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. Oh, but this car does get really nice respect points when you win. 1,311. That's not bad. He's re-challenging me. See, a lot of people keep letting me win today and then re-challenging me. So he's probably going to try to beat me this time. I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and race him one more time. Why not? And then we'll race one more car after this and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know why people are letting me win today. I've seen that quite a bit today. Either he let me win or he might have messed up his shift pattern. So, ooh, he won, all right? We lose. So that one guy in there, every time I come out, he just keeps challenging me over, and I keep refusing, and he just challenge. So I'm just having a hard time getting people in that lobby because of him. But anyways, it's kind of hit and miss on live racing. This car is way better than I expected, but not great at live. So you might do okay with this one if you take it into live racing. I would expect to maybe win, I don't know, 40 to 50% of the races with this, according to what I'm seeing. You may or may not have a different experience than I'm having with it, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.